Hi everyone, it's Lavinia and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be making some items for my journal books, and I found out about this collab. It's called #JJ3under30, and I found out about this from Maggie. Her channel is at Journaling with Maggie, and this particular challenge or collab is hosted by Seven Plaza Creative and Crafty by Tony. These two channels are new to me, but I will link all three of them in the description box. From what I understood by watching Maggie's channel is that you create 3 embellishments, anything that you want to put in your journal under 30 minutes. So I thought that that would be really fun to join in, especially that I have my craft fair coming up in a couple of months, and I am making some of these books, these journal books. I did a flip through of this in another video, but what I'm going to be making in this is this tag flip through. So I'm going to be making 3 of these, and hopefully they will be able to be completed within the 30 minutes, if not under, hopefully. So I have here my We Are Memory Keepers all-in-one tool, so I'm going to be using that. I have my ladybug timer, I've got some glue, and yeah, let me go ahead and get this ladybug set up for 30 minutes. Okay, and to do that, got this at Hobby Lobby. Just have to go past the 50. I'm going to set it there to the 30. I also have some embellishments, and here's, for example, one sample that I made but haven't embellished it yet, but I will be doing that for this video. So to begin with, let's see, I have a piece of cardstock, and this is a little bit heavier than the one that I showed in the book, but this is trimmed to 12 by 5 7/8. And what I'm going to do now is score this. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this arm, and I'm going to score. If it's directional paper, you just want to really pay attention to that. So what I did is I just put a little dot as to where I would want this piece to be. So I know that this piece is what I'm going to put here first, and I'm going to go ahead and score at 1 inch. Then I'm going to score at 2 inches. Then I'm going to score at 4.5. And because this has this open space, I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to score at 2.5, and then at 5. Just like that. And I'm just going to set this aside for a moment. And now that I have that, I am going to go ahead. So this is the one where it has these two, the 1 inch and the 2 inch fold. I'm just going to go ahead and flatten that. And then I'm just going to bring these sections in, sort of like accordion style. So this is directional because it has these music notes. And I can go ahead and fold this like this. And then just at each crease, I'm just going to press that firmly down. Like that. And then I'm just going to take my glue and just glue this section down. I should put something underneath. Let me just go get this. And I'm going to glue this together before I punch the hole. I tried that another time where I punched the hole first and then put the glue, and I found that this is actually better. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Okay. And now I'm going to bring my tool back. And of course, if you don't have this, just use what you have. So here for this does come with a tag maker. So I'm going to flip this around to get to the trimming part, to the trimming section. And let's see, so this is the direction it's going to go. So actually, you know what, I am going to go ahead and punch the hole just so I don't confuse that. Just see where that is in the middle. Punch. So there's my hole. Just bring this around. And this tool comes with an envelope maker, banner, tag maker. So I'm just placing that. Since this isn't a review of the tool, I'm not really going to go into that, especially because of time. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and flip this section over. Going to take this here and I'm going to place it at the 1 1¼ mark. This has like little lines, so I've got that. Oops, move just a little bit. 1¼ right there. Guess when you're pressed for time, but let's see. Just gonna go ahead and score that. Get rid of that piece. I might save those corners for something else. And then here, I'm going to bring this down. And actually, let's go ahead and cut this first here at the 1¼ So going to place that at the 1¼ and just bring this down to the crease line. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is cut this piece off here. So if I put the crease where the channel is, that'll be easier. And just bring that down. And then here's my tag. So let me go ahead and make the others. I think this way then I can embellish them. So again, I put my little dot here. So this is where I want the 1 inch. I flipped this particular piece around. Sorry for all the noise. Let's see how we are on time. Okay, so that wasn't even 10 minutes. So, okay, slow down, Lavinia. All right, so we have here at the 1, at the 2, at 4½. Going to flip it around. 2½. And 5. And I think I'm going to do the other piece. So this is a pretty one with bows, pink stripes and the blue bows. So this one is definitely directional. So I have here where I want the 1 inch to be. Sorry if it's a little bit out there. Set my 1, my 2, 4½, flip, 2½, and 5. Just move that out for a moment. Bring this in and crease. some glue. So I'm looking forward to see what everyone else is making, just again to get ideas, maybe make some new friends as well. I'm coming up on almost the 10-minute mark, so I think I'm doing well. Went to the dentist today and he said I have a cavity in one of my lower back wisdom, well, I guess the wisdom tooth is in the back. I still have all my wisdom teeth. Never had any issues with it or with them. He said the options were to, I guess it's on the side, so it's not on the top. So either put the filling, pull it, or put a crown. His recommendation wasn't necessarily putting a crown, but I decided I'll do the filling. So at least try that, and then hopefully that won't make it, go any further than that. I really don't want to have it pulled, so I'm glad that that was one of the options. All right, let me bring back this trimmer. I don't know if I can move this camera stand. There we go. Just so I can bring this down towards me. Okay, so just folding this, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and punch this. Just trying to see where the middle is there, and just going to go ahead and punch. And I think this is fun to do 3, just so that you have a supply. Like this will be really fun, so that I've got at least 3 done for this journal. I want to make 6 for the craft fair. Okay, so flipping this around. This one came a little bit wonky. Crease seems to be a little bit wonky on this one. Let's go to this one first then. So I'm just gonna fold this over, bring it to 1 1/4, and this is the measurement because that's what's going to fit my booklet with the rings. So here again at 1 1/4. Just going to come down to where that crease line is. There we go. I think I may need a new blade, but there's that. And again, this was a little bit wonky, so let me see if there's something I can do to fix it. Okay. I'm just folding this over. This one might not be the straightest, but that's okay. And now what I'm going to do is punch the holes in the tags. This paper is a little bit thicker, so I may just do 2 at a time. And this particular tool has some lines here, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball where that would be and punch. And then the same for here. And punch like that. And then, let's see. Then we have this one. Looks like I tore off a little bit there, but we can embellish. Let's see. Let me see how I'm doing on time also. So still have a bit of time there, so. Okay, so then this one. Some other pieces that I want to put in the album are going to be pockets and maybe photo pages or just blank pages. So let's see now as far as for putting some embellishments. Let me see. I do have some of these plastic coated ones, some paper, some black and white, and then I've got some jimmies and pearls, and then the twine to close them up. So let's see. Also have to go with the bows. Maybe some of these as well. And then these pieces of ephemera. Let's see what we can use. I think that might be cute right there at the front of it. I might use Fabri-Tac for this one. There. Won't be too big. Here's a seashell. I don't know if that would be just maybe too much of a seashell. And some of these pieces might be a little bit too big. Here's one with the pink bow. So maybe I'll put that here behind. I really like this bow, so I think I'm going to put it down here. Okay, and then as far as for maybe some pretty gems. Put this little blue one right there. And then I think I'll put this twine just to close it. don't have pink. I have green, purple, and this red. So I think this would probably be, yeah, because that one. So that's my first one. Then I have this one, and I thought maybe, let's see. I don't know if I like that. This is pretty, this bird with the tag. Always remember you are unique. I think I like that. I'm gonna add that there. Got 10 minutes left. So I think as long as it's under 30, I don't think it has to be 30 minutes. I think I might want to add a sparkly gem to that. I think I like this one. Okay. And I can always add some more inside. That rose is pretty. Add that. And I have these I don't know if they're pastel, but let's see, maybe I haven't used these yet, but I do like this color. Maybe I'll put 3 of these. I like that neutral tone. And then if I had something thin here, I would embellish that as well. But let's see what we can put on the back here. I have this with ladybugs. Let's go ahead and put that. Still using my Fabri-Tac. And let's see. I think I'm just still going to go ahead and use this one. As far as I know, I don't think there's like a day that you have to post. I think you can post at any time. So if if you're making some embellishments, I think you can just go ahead and post at any time, which I think is fun. At least for me, I think that works out best for me. Let's see what we got going on. I don't know what happened to my other one. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can. I'm coming up at 5 minutes, so that's a pretty one. I think that ties in really nice with that one. If you hear my wind chimes, I bought those recently at Hobby Lobby, and I thought instead of putting them outside, I would put them here in my room. So I have my fan going on. I glued down to the bottom piece that usually, if you have wind chimes, that big piece that catches the wind. And I actually glued down some rosettes that I had made that actually matched the color, the turquoise color of the wind chime metal pieces. And I like to listen to that, so I hope you're enjoying it as well. So I thought this is a pretty little bag, sachet bag that we could add. And then here to the back. Okay, that will fit if I place it that way. So let's go ahead and use this one. And this would be nice if someone gifts this to someone. They can put, you know, to or from, or any nice sentiment. And so on this one, I think I'll put the green. Why not? Now, if the buzzer goes off, it will be a little bit loud. But let's see if I can finish this up. There we go. And maybe a few more embellishments. Maybe this one. Yeah, we'll put this one here as well. Okay, so there they are, my 3 folded tags to put into my journal. And again, the hashtag for this is, let's see, hashtag JJ3 under 30. And again, hosted by 7 Plaza Creative and Crafty by Tony. And again, definitely also check out Journaling with Maggie, Maggie's channel, because I know she's participating in this, as well as has some other videos, you know, so really fun. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.